One NBA legend bought an item worth $300,000 and took it to space. Another legend's purchase almost ended his life. Here are stupidly expensive things that NFL legends own. First up, let's talk about Odell Beckham Jr. Because in Super Bowl 56, he wore a pair of diamond cleats worth $200,000. Now that's an excessive purchase, but not as excessive as another OBJ purchase. Back in 2021, OBJ bought diamond grills for his teeth. The surgery required a full reconstruction of OBJ's mouth. Hence, the diamond grills cost OBJ a total of $1.8 million. Sheesh, that's absurd. But that's light compared to what other legends bought. $100 million yachts, $40 million homes, $100,000 watches, and you don't even want to know what Tom Brady bought. But we gotta talk about Antonio Brown, the Rolls-Royce collection. From a 1931 Rolls-Royce Phantom to a custom Rolls-Royce Ghost wrapped in gold, Brown has quite the collection of Rolls-Royces. However, Brown's most impressive car is his Rolls-Royce Wraith, which he brought to the Steelers training camp in 2016. The Wraith is truly one of a kind. That said, it doesn't compare to Joe Montana's ranch, worth $30 to $50 million. Montana's 500-acre ranch features a 10,000 square foot Italiante villa, 2 guest houses, and some epic amenities, such as a sports court and multiple equestrian facilities. There's even more because the ranch also has a fishing pond and streams for canoeing. But if you're not blown away yet, that said, the value of this ranch is only a fraction of what Jerry Jones' super yacht cost. Because Jones' yacht cost him a staggering $250 million. And with a price tag like this, you better believe that it's awesome. The 357-foot yacht features a helicopter pad, spa, gym, and a garage for Jones' watercraft. Man, I'm jealous. But not every NFL player blows their bag on themselves, because J.J. Watt spent millions of dollars saving lives. See, back in 2017, Hurricane Harvey was ruthless and affected over 13 million people. In all, over 100,000 houses and 1 million cars were destroyed by the hurricane. This left South Texas in a bad spot. Many people struggled to rebound following the disaster, which caused a 2-year high in unemployment across America. Fortunately, J.J. Watt wasn't about to let his fellow Texans struggle further. During the 2017 NFL season, Watt raised over $40 million for Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. Damn, JJ really does have a heart of gold. But JJ Watt couldn't have even saved Tom Brady from this situation. But first up, we have Peyton Manning's ownership of Papa John's. While most everyone knows that Manning is the spokesperson for Papa John's, a lot of people don't realize how deep Manning's love for the restaurant runs. In addition to being featured in countless Papa John's commercials, Manning owns 21 Papa John's. This dude can't get enough of Papa John's. So the next time you eat at a Papa John's, you might be eating at one of Manning's restaurants. But let's break down Tom Brady's insane $40 million Boston estate. The estate spans over 5 acres and includes some insane features, such as a 20-car stone driveway, a pool, a vegetable garden, and a private spa. And Brady is definitely putting that garage to work, because Brady owns a Bugatti Veyron Supersport worth $3 million. He also copped a red Ferrari M458T for $230,000. But the Audi S8 he bought almost cost Brady his life. See, on an early morning in 2010, Brady was driving his Audi around Boston until a 21-year-old in a minivan came speeding up behind him, running red lights, and rear-ended Brady. When firefighters showed up, they rushed a passenger in the other car to the hospital. But surprisingly, Brady didn't have a single scratch on his body and went to practice the same day. No wonder he's the GOAT. But speaking of GOATs, Aaron Rodgers purchased a 1% stake in the Milwaukee Bucks franchise in 2017. This purchase made him the only active NFL player with an ownership stake in an NBA team. This brings us to our next stupidly expensive thing. Troy Polamalu puts a lot of identity in his appearance, only for a totally different reason. Because it doesn't take a genius to know that Polamalu is all about his hair. So much so that Polamalu has been featured in multiple commercials for the shampoo brand Head & Shoulders. Only, Polamalu's contract with Head & Shoulders comes with one major stipulation. He can't cut his hair. That's right. The contract includes a $1 million clause, which ensures that Polamalu's hair is here to stay. Do you know what's also wild? Chad Johnson's massive fish aquariums. Johnson is one weird cat. From changing his last name to Ocho Cinco to trying out for an MLS soccer team during the 2011 NFL lockout, Johnson has always surprised fans. As back in 2011, Johnson was featured on the hit show Tanked. During the episode, Wade King and Brett Raymer built Johnson 2 aquariums, the first of which was an enormous shark tank for his living room. Meanwhile, the other fish tank is a headboard for Johnson's bed. Although these purchases might not even be Johnson's most bizarre purchases. That's because Johnson bought a pet tiger in 2010, whom he named Amelia. Anyways, if you know Michael Strahan well, you know that he loves watches. So when Strahan was on the Blue Origin spaceflight in 2021, he had to wear his top-notch timepieces. One of these watches was his grandfather's pocket watch, which possessed tons of sentimental value. And then there's his wristwatch from the Swiss watchmaker De Bethune, which is one of the most luxurious and expensive watches you'll ever see. It's called DB28 Kind of Blue Z, and it's worth an insane $300,000. Do the math, and that's over $100,000 per pound, since the watch weighs less than 3 pounds. But I guess bringing a once-in-a-lifetime watch is justifiable for a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But that has nothing on Mahomes' private jet or $300,000 Ferrari. And to hear more about that, click this video right here.